It had been years since Order 66, but the hunt for the Jedi still remained. Darth Vader and the 501st never gave up a lead or a hint that there was a Jedi somewhere in the known galaxy, and this is what led them to the Castavel planet near Borleas in the Colonies region. In fact, as we pan down, we see that this is a casino, a large casino called the Lucky Twi'lek. By the middle windows, we see a scout. Of course, immediately he sees something alarming, and he starts screaming that they're approaching the Second Arch. Approaching the Second Arch was none other than Darth Vader together with the mighty Empire. It was him. He started running and shouting that it was Darth Vader as we see the abandoned casino crawling with weapons. But the secret Jedi knew. The scout wanted to stay, but the Jedi refused. He ignited his blue lightsaber and told Bomo that he was a good friend, but he should go. He was not ready for what was about to come next. Bomo started running for his life, and the secret Jedi Das Janir, who was hiding out here, told him to stay deep in the canyons until they are well away. When he is ready, make a run for it, as he was staying here to confront former Anakin Skywalker, now Darth Vader. The troops were marching in. This was the 501st, still in their clone gear. The great thing about this Legends comic is that you see Darth Vader being amongst the clones. He was right in the middle, and he was helping the 501st invade this casino and ultimately hoping to find a hidden Jedi. What's more is that there were walkers right behind them, giving them reinforcements, and the clones started slowly moving forward in front of Darth Vader and preparing to invade the Lucky Twi'lek casino. But as they were standing there getting ready, something started dripping out of the gates with overwhelming force. Darth Vader noticed this but still kept quiet, trying to figure out what it was, and the moment the gates opened, this liquid started flourishing outside of the gate and into the bridge. Now the clones started panicking, and Darth Vader used the Force at that moment to jump out and away from the liquid as it engulfed the clones. They started to panic, telling everybody to look out, and they didn't know at first what it was, thinking that it was some sort of hot liquid that would melt them. But as Darth Vader had grabbed the wall above and looked down below to the clones, the 501st clones then were alright. This liquid didn't seem to be harmful. One of the clones looked up at Darth Vader and told him that this was just engine fuel. Vader knew what was about to happen next as he looked up and saw from one of the windows a spark being dropped down below to the liquid. It looks like Darth Vader is trying to use the Force and grab that flare, trying to save the clones, but alas, it was too late. The spark dropped down, and from far away, you could hear and see the explosion. One of the lieutenants accompanying Darth Vader and the 501st on this mission knew that Lord Vader was involved, and this was all a scheme from Jedi Master Das Janir, who escaped not only Darth Vader, but the grasp of bounty hunters as well. And this is a story I want to tell in the upcoming days, but what is most important to me in this Legends comic, and by the way, I know a lot of you guys want to read these, so this comic is called Star Wars Dark Times, A Spark Remains. This is the first issue, and this is Dark Horse Comics. It's one of the oldies. It is beautifully made, I must say, but in Legends, you can clearly see that Darth Vader was right in the thick of danger together with the clones. It was just like the old times. It was just like in the Clone Wars. He did not abandon the clones, the 501st. If a mission needed to get done, especially if you consider that it was a Jedi survivor that might know something about Obi-Wan, Darth Vader was about to be in the midst of it. He wanted to be the first to catch this Jedi and interrogate him to death if necessary, just if it meant that he would get some information about other Jedi and other Jedi and other Jedi until he gets to his master Obi-Wan Kenobi. But I don't want to drag this further, I just wanted to mention that it is so awesome to see the 501st and Darth Vader collaborating again in Legends comic, and I want to see this more in canon. You see, canon Vader is very ruthless. Not to say that Legends Vader is more timid, he is completely heartless in those as well. It varies from story to story if you read a lot of comics like I do, but in canon he seems to follow a pattern. He doesn't care about clones or Inquisitors or anybody in the slightest. All he cares about is finding Obi-Wan, and once he kills Obi-Wan, it seems that all his focus is on Luke Skywalker, which is a good story arc, but in the midst of that, you miss these tiny tidbits, these things that you get to experience with the 501st and Darth Vader teaming up together. As always, the power of nostalgia. I mean, it might be nostalgia, who knows, but seeing Vader amongst the clone troopers, being a soldier himself, being part of a brotherhood basically, is something that we all want to see more in comics Darth Vader. In the canon version, he is always alone and in solitude, and he wants to do everything by himself, and in this issue, he still looks out for himself, don't get me wrong, but he is still a part of this kinship, this soldier mentality. But of course, let me know what do you guys think as well. I want to know, do you guys miss these little stories? And of course, if you want to see more. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and if you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up down below, subscribe for dailies. Now you can have an awesome day, Star Wars fans. I'll see you in the next video, and may the Force be with you. Until then.